Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Downshift. I'm your host Nestor.
And my name's Orest.
And today we're going to be talking about 5 things that we hate about the Corvette C8.
Yeah, exactly. We've only talked about the positive news about this car. We've only given it praise. And after owning it for about a month, there's a few things we don't absolutely love.
Yeah, I mean, this video is bound to happen, right? No car is perfect no matter how good it is. And the Corvette's pretty great, but it's not perfect.
Exactly.
And yeah, if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more Corvette content and drop a like as well, as it supports the channel. Let's get into it. All right, starting things off at number 1, we have the panel gaps and misalignment. And overall, I'm just pretty disappointed with the fit and finish of the Corvette C8. We already talked about this in a previous video. We haven't gotten it fixed just yet, but massive panel gap here. It extends to the headlight, and we also have a panel gap on the trunk lid. Now, moving inside of the vehicle as well, there is just some weird interior areas that don't really line up, especially when you close the door. That interior part does not really match with the dashboard, and on 3LT versions of the vehicle, it's really obvious because the stitching isn't aligned. On my 1LT, there's not stitching all over the roof and the sides and all that kind of stuff, but it is pretty evident on those vehicles, and it's just not that great. All right, and so for number 2, we have the suspension. Remember guys, this is a base model Corvette C8. We don't have the Z51 performance package, and we definitely don't have the magnetic ride control, although I wish I could get that as a standalone option on this vehicle. It is, by the way, on the 2021, so if you're getting that vehicle, make sure to get the magnetic ride control. Trust me, I'm telling you, the base model with no mods to the suspension, not that great. So I drive this car pretty aggressively, and what I notice is that there's a lot of bounce and quite a lot of body roll when I'm going into corners pretty aggressively and at high speeds. I'm just gonna put some body weight on the car just to show you how much it really bounces. And that's something that I don't like. If you go over any sort of bump in the road or on the track, the whole car is gonna move, and it doesn't really feel planted. So that's one of my complaints. Of course, this is a base C8. You could negate these issues by getting Z51 or magnetic ride, but I don't have those, and so it is something I dislike about the vehicle.
All right, so this one's actually a bonus. We're here with the rims, as you can tell, and this is probably the first thing that you should change on your C8. And I say that because the two options are absolutely terrible. Not to mention the rears are actually 32 pounds and the front are 26 and change, which is very heavy. So what we did is we hooked up with MRR wheels. These are actually the FS06s. We'll put the link in the description below, and thank you for Carlos for getting it done. These are absolutely beautiful, and the carbon flash finish matches all the accents around the car. For number 3, the exhaust. So what we have on our vehicle is actually the performance exhaust, as you can see here. And what we've noticed is that the tone is not really that good, and it's very quiet. Especially when you're driving in the cabin, you can't really hear that much. So we're gonna cut to a clip of that right now.
So you hear a lot of engine, but you don't hear a lot of the exhaust, if you guys can tell. When you're in the cabin, just not a lot of exhaust feedback. Okay, so we're back inside the vehicle for number 4, and this one is pretty brutal. We're talking about the blind spot and the lack of visibility over the right-hand driver's shoulder. Guys, it's pretty brutal, especially on a 1LT, because you're missing a lot of technology features that would assist you with actually seeing what's over there. First of all, the rear view mirror up top here does not have a camera built in, meaning you only can look through that tiny glass to actually get information from behind you. Next up, on the passenger side mirror, on the side view one, there is no blind spot alert whatsoever on the 1LT, and so if somebody's there, you'll have no idea, because as you can see, there is no glass to see out of there whatsoever. The seat blocks it, the side of the vehicle blocks it, and it's a pretty bad situation, guys. I actually almost got into an accident already on that side, and so it's pretty brutal. What I would recommend is pushing out that side view mirror as far as possible so that can really get your blind spot. Other than that, you're kind of just flying blind. All right, guys, so the final issue we have with the vehicle is a very strange ticking noise that comes from the engine. Now this usually happens after you're, aggressively driving the vehicle for quite some time, but it starts doing some weird ticking noise. I don't know if that's like a belt timer or something, but it's very weird. And I think for anybody that doesn't know a lot about engines, it might sound like there's an issue with the vehicle, but it's just kind of a raw sound coming from the engine. So that's really it for our list, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, as always, remember to smash that like button, subscribe for more daily Corvette content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.